Drinking brews, dude. Thought I'd bullshit for a little bit. So we can fix the actual focus here. It's been a while since I've streamed, dude. Like, I used to stream every weekend when I was gaming, but not anymore. So what's up with everyone tonight, man? See if I can actually find a setup here that works. Chat here. Where's the truck, bro? I know. I got to make a video and get it out. I'll probably work on that this weekend. We got to get, just got to get like a ton of footage together and put something up. Wish my freaking camera would focus correctly. Hold on, come on. Focus in there. Came for the truck. Let's get this. Hold on, my chat's not really popping up here. There we go. Yeah, the truck's gonna be beast too. Like, I don't know if I should give it away yet, but what's up, Coyote Car Guy? I figured I'm just hanging out. Why not stream, you know? Say what's up. I can see my camera's struggling. Dude, I really need to get a camera. Like, you guys that have been keeping up without the fucking camera are amazing. Let's see, what are we saying here? It's because I'm in the market to buy one too. There's a lot of stuff out there, man. You know, I have a F-150 Ford versus Ram. All right, dude, I'll let you guys know, dude. Screw it. I'll throw it out there live on the stream here. Yeah, I got a Ram. Had to go with a new Ram. It's beast, too. Loving it. Like, we already have an F-150. God, I hate my camera just does not focus. We have an F-150, and it was kind of like one of those, like, well, do we want to go with another F-150 and basically have the same thing, or do we want to, oh, snap, or do we want to, like, go with something completely different? So, yeah, dude, we went with a Ram. Thing's so nice. Oh, my God, dude. It's such a beast truck. No, what's funny, too, is, like, it's a truck. It feels heavy. Like, it feels like a truck, but when you're in the cockpit and you're, like, actually driving, like, you almost feel like you're driving a sedan, dude. Ram is cool. Yeah, again, like I was saying, you know, it's like we have an F-150, and it was like, if we're going to get a new truck, let's get something different. And we're looking at the new F-150s. The only thing different about it was a 10-speed transmission, and that was like really it. And I was like, there was no real new tech in it. There was, you know, the body style was the same. Everything was the same. So I was just like, dude, let's get something different. Went with the Ram. I'll come out. I'll get something together, dude. It's thing is fully loaded. That's for sure. Like, fully loaded. Spent a pretty penny on that thing. But yeah, dude, they're nice trucks. I haven't got to mess with it too much. I mean, you guys know it's the truck's gonna be my wife's daily driver. I'll be driving it. You know, it's the family car, but I'll be driving it mostly on the weekends and stuff. But it's gonna be the wife's daily driver because I already got this sexy beast right here. That's what I'd be driving. Although I'm keeping the F-150 for 3 more months, so we're trading that. We're giving that back to Ford because it's a lease. So we're giving that back to Ford the end of July. So I'm basically gonna just put all my miles on the Ford and just gonna go like that. Sorry, my chat's not popping up. Like, I keep having to, like, bring it up here. Live chat. All messages are visible. Like, show it. What's the gas mileage? I think it was 17.25 or something like that. I don't know. I think right now we're averaging, like, 18, 19 miles a gallon, but it's just being driven around town. Like, there hasn't even been any freeway trips yet. We're still in break-in mode, so if you guys all the details later in a video. Like the whole car buying experience was funny because it just kept getting like upgrades and deals were just like, you guys, well, some of you don't know, but some of you guys know that I love buying cars. Like I'm good at it and I can usually just get in for a hell of a deal. So they just kept giving me upgrades on the truck and I ended up with like a better and a better and a better truck. And then ultimately I was like, yeah, cool, man, that's cool, dude, we'll do that. So we got it Saturday, I think. Yeah, Saturday? No, yeah, we got it Saturday, but then it wasn't delivered until Tuesday. So the wifey loves it, dude. The wifey is definitely a fan. That's her baby. That's her dream truck. So now she got her truck. I got my Stang, and I'm just gonna beat on the F-150 for a couple of months until I trade it in. Basically, it's like a throwaway truck right now. I got 7,000 miles left on the lease. I'm gonna use them. I'd rather put the miles on that truck than that car behind me. I was always one of those people that would see dudes on the freeway, like, babying their muscle cars or babying their sports cars, or dudes that would like buy a sports car and put it in the garage and never drive it. And until I got something like that, like I never understood why people would do that. Like, why do you do 55 on the freeway and just baby the hell out of your car? And then I realized it's because they love it so much they don't want to hurt it. It's the same, like I bought this car to drive and I bought it to enjoy my commute on my way to and from work. And it's like, now that I have it, I hate putting mileage on it. It's like, oh, I don't know, dude. I don't want to put another 125 miles on it. But, whatever. Bought it to drive it, right? But still, I paid for the miles on the F-150, so... Yeah, my Mustang never sees rain. Dude, I drove mine all winter, and it was cool, dude. These Yokohama tires are amazing, dude. Anybody looking for a good set of all seasons, dude, the Yokohamas are beast, for sure. Like, I could definitely recommend. They're the advanced sport all season. Getting ready to get the Michelin summer tires back on. I think I'm going to do it like toward the end of May. I really got to get it done sooner, but it's going to be like $600 to put the tires on, to put the lowering springs on, and get an alignment. And after paying taxes and the truck and buying the truck, and I'm still waiting for the water line bill. Dude, the water line's fixed, but I'm still waiting to get the bill from it. So I'm like hesitant to jump out there right now and just like throw a couple extra $100 because I feel like I need to be responsible. Hopefully. So glad you finally pulled the trigger on the live stream. Yeah, well, it's out here drinking some silver bullets with the silver bullet. So I was like, might as well attempt it. And I used to stream every weekend, dude, when I was gaming, but what will they change for the 2020 Mustang GT? Who knows? I don't know, dude. It's so like up in the air on what's going to happen with the future Mustangs. Ford says they're going to keep the V8s. I ultimately see the Mustang turning into a hybrid, or I don't. It's so sad the way the car market's going, but at the same time, it's like I get it. There's all this crap going on in the world, and corporations fall, for anything the mob wants, and they just keep changing stuff up. But that's why, in all honesty, that was part of my biggest thing when I bought my Mustang. It was like, dude, I might not even have the chance, especially in California, to get a car of this caliper before they just start making it illegal to have a V8 or have a gasoline engine, to even begin with. So I jumped in, dude. I found this thing on the lot and it was sitting there, and I was just like, oh my God, it's everything I want. I gotta jump on it. Just too perfect. I wish the chat would stay up. It keeps disappearing. So who else is out there? What are you guys all up to tonight? It's been a long week. Everyone always says, "Hey, happy Friday," and it's like I work 7 days a week. So seriously think they dropped the ball with the 2500 face style. Yeah, I like certain aspects of it, but I don't know. I think the body kind of looks, I don't know, it just looks weird. It's a little too over the top for me. Like I'm not one of those guys like that just grills and just at some point I feel like they went a little too extreme on it. They're like the Civic Type R is a good example of what I think is just over the top. Like that's just over the top. I like the old ones, the old ones from the '90s and stuff are pretty badass, but I can't get with the new Civic Type R. It's just too extreme. It's too much. And that's kind of how I look at the GT 500. It just looks a little over the top. Like a GT 350R is just absolutely perfect to me. Those things are so sick. Super, super sick. So full auto, dude. How you liking that? How you liking the H pipe? How do you like it in comparison to the X pipe? Great looking. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to say it's bad looking. It's just, I don't know. There's just something about it. Maybe I need to see it in person. That could be part of it too. People bagged on the 18 a lot when it first came out from pictures, and I didn't really have a preference, but when I saw it in person, dude, I fell in love. I was like, dude, this shit is amazing. You heard anything in the power packs? No, dude. I contacted my guy over at Ford Performance like a week ago, and he said it's still locked up in emissions testing, dude. It's just, it is what it is. It's gonna be there probably. He was telling me probably like midsummer, but I mean we were talking about carb. Probably gonna be locked up in there to like 2021. Then they'll release it and say, "Oh, no, that's cool, man. We got it. It's fine." I'm looking forward to it, though. I mean, I'm gonna assume that it's gonna be the GT350 cold air and throttle body with a new tune. I mean, he told me not to expect anything for a manifold option because the 18 Mustang already has a really good manifold, but he said definitely expect a cold air, and then he said he's got other goodies. But he says that they've all been really impressed with what they come with. Like they won't release any numbers to me, but they said that they're super impressed with what they got. So about God damn it, what's up with these? What's up with these chats? Like, can't I have it just pop up? This is the first time streaming on my phone here. So about the tick, filler, full synthetic, and change the oil. Tick is very minimal and barely noticed it. Yeah, dude, when I put my 5W50 in, my tick got worse. Like, it was way louder, but I think it's just because when you change the oil, it gets so loud for some reason. I don't know, dude. I'm trying to just, whatever. Like, I don't really hear it until I am against something, or when I pull in my garage or something, I hear it just da 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 da. But it tends to go away after the oil dirties up. Like when the oil dirties up just a little bit, um, like 1,500 miles or something in on the oil. Like I found that last time I changed the oil anyway, it got louder at first for like the first 1,000 miles, and then it subdued after the oil dirtied up a little bit. And then when I changed the oil again, dude, it came back with a vengeance. So, but I don't know. It's there. I guess I'm getting used to it. I don't know, dude. Like my last video said, it's there. It ticks, but I'm not gonna let it bother me anymore. I'm gonna have this car paid off in like 2 years. I got 5 years of warranty left. Doing it. That's all you need. Why would you wait for Ford? I don't know, because they're getting better numbers out of the power packs than they are Roush. Roush is very conservative. I mean, Ford Performance is going to be conservative too, but all you're getting is that intake. You're getting. I mean, I guess you could go a little above and beyond, but the only real stuff that I've seen is like the cold air in a tune for like 1,000, and you're getting like 20 horses out of it or something. Or the power pack, Ford power packs, you're generally getting like a 40, 50 um, pound foot, bump on the low end, and then you can get 20, 30 peak horses, which is just, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I guess I haven't looked into Roush enough. I guess I need to maybe look into it more, but from a lot of the research I was doing before on the power packs, a lot of guys were happier with the power packs than they were with the Roush performance power packs. Coyote car guy still here, dude. How's that house coming? It's looking nice. Been enjoying the little what's the word I'm looking for? Just the kind of just little dude. Roush power pack is all they need. Why does it keep popping up with that? Thanks, brother. There we go. See, I'm missing stuff, man. This chat thing is being really weird. Honestly, Street, I will never go the next pipe for as long as I live. Now hear me out. It's not that the X pipe sounded bad, but the H pipe really, yeah. I don't know, dude. I've heard my buddy had an H pipe and I heard it. Is it the wheels, by the way? Yeah, so is Ford Performance. They're giving you a good freaking bump, dude. What's 20 wheel horses? It's probably like, an extra 40 at the crank or something, right? Well, that's nice, dude. I don't know. I gotta look into it more, I guess. Because I know it, right? That's my biggest concern is I just want to keep my warranty for a little longer. I just want to pay the car off. And then after I pay the car off, it is what it is, but I didn't buy a $50,000 Mustang to have it, do this stupid tick crap and then have it not be covered if something goes on because I got impatient and had to throw a little something extra on, but the X pipe was enough to like really bring like the sound out that I wanted. Like I've always had this idea of what I wanted my Mustang to sound like, and the active exhaust was really close. But the minute I threw the X pipe on, dude, I just knew that was it. I love that raspy crackle, dude. Like, does weird things to my body. Got their power pack installed by Ford warranties, covered by Roush through Ford. Dude, there's an issue. It's a win-win. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying because I went in the other day to my dealership, not the other day, like a month or two ago. Went into the dealership and I was like, "Hey, are you guys authorized, through Ford Performance and Roush to install parts?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, dude." He was like, "Just got done installing a supercharger on a 17 Mustang." He was like, "And yeah, it's all good." And I was like, "I need the name and number of that guy immediately because I will not be showing up in my town by a guy with the 17 who's got a Roush freaking supercharger on it." They all started hella laughing, dude. It was funny. I was just like, that can't happen. There's a lot of dudes around here. Actually, a lot of guys be coming out the woodwork lately, man, in my area. There's like, "Oh, dude, I know where you are. I've seen you," or blah, blah, blah. I was like, man, maybe I really do need to have like a subscriber meet here soon because there's like 10 people at least around here in the last week or two popping up, calling me out. "I know where you are." It's like, oh, damn. Tried to be sneaky. To be honest, I didn't install that. Got it installed by Roush, authorized Ford dealer. Just make sure the Roush authorized Ford dealer. Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to do was just make sure that they were legit. Could have went to, but I'd rather deal with the one that's just right here. You say? Sorry, my phone is just like sitting up here and it's just weird. The dyno on Friday, I'll let you know. Oh, nice. Yeah, dude. Let me know what that's pushing. This is one of these things generally, just baseline, they're sitting around like 410, 420 or something. I think that's what I've been seeing on an average generally. The torque numbers are like 380 or 390 or something. IG message me them, dude. Love it. Yeah, I'm curious. I'll definitely be curious to know. Sorry, I keep itching my eyes and got a headache and I got allergies that are like, you know, like if you have allergies, the minute you start scratching your eye, it's just all downhill from there. So I keep like pressing on it. Zero attack. Yeah, I use what is it? It's the Walgreens generic Wallatin or something. It's cool you could stream on your phone now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like sitting here looking at it, just like God. I remember streaming 5 years ago. I had my computer. I had like a microphone with a boom and a webcam and freaking all this software and stuff. And now you can just pop it up on your phone and just be like, "Oh, dude, it's live stream." Live stream anywhere you want and stuff. Hello from Texas. What's up, man? Our Stangs are similar. So you have a gorgeous ingot one. I mean, look at that car, dude. It's badass. I'm just saying. Everyone's fucking with me because I haven't got it tinted yet either. I know I gotta get it tinted. Like the tint is gonna happen. I think the summer tires, the springs, and the tint I think are all gonna happen right about the same time. What the hell's this button right here do? Put filters on it because when we put some cool filters across the video, pass. Keep up the good work. Thanks, man. I try. I do what I do. I'm just too cheap to get a new camera yet, dude. I need to get some of these bills paid and then I'll get a new camera. I just keep using my phone and like you guys see right now, it keeps like zooming in and zooming out. I just can't focus, can't figure it out. It's a Note 8 too. I don't know why the camera has such a hard time, but the rear camera does great. The front camera just struggles. Just can never figure it out. What's going on in Texas, dude? Envious of guys that live in Texas. I want to go to Texas. Fucking can't stand California anymore. Was able to actually, spoiler alert, overall, what? Overall torque. And then the 19th, a full 3-inch, 3-inch. Fuck, man, these chats keep just disappearing and the text is so small I'm having a hard time reading it. So oh, that's right, dude. I have been waiting for your dyno numbers to come out. Have you posted that yet? Now that I think about it, you left us with that great cliffhanger and, and then I haven't seen anything pop up in my feed. Sometimes I gotta go and I gotta like check on you guys, man, because sometimes it just don't pop. It just doesn't pop up in my feed. Like there's a few, you know, that's YouTube. They do the heavy promoting on their bigger, you know, their bigger content creators. I always get the notifications for Stang Mode and Xander, but you know, and a couple other guys. But some of the smaller channels just don't ever really get pushed out there as much. It seems like, at least that's how it was in the past. Promote all the big guys, and you know they wouldn't promote the small channels and stuff. Warming up a bit. Yeah, dude, it hit almost 100 here the other day. It was too hot. I'm not ready for the heat. I'll do well with heat. I'm a big guy. Like, starts getting hot. It's icky. I know. Watching that video though, and you're showing everybody, dude, it had to have been loud as hell in that building, right? Everybody's just sitting there. I was like, dude, it was just cracking in there. I can imagine. Cold starts in my garage now are like out of control. I always kind of feel bad for my neighbors. I'm just like, how's the family doing? Good, man. The kids are inside right now. They're playing. Isaiah's playing PlayStation, and Malia's watching tablet. I think I was supposed to do some gaming with the fellas tonight, but they're doing their own thing. I was like, all right, well then I'm drinking beers. I'm gonna give this live stream a test, see what happens. Seems like it's okay, man. It's working okay. I assume my camera was gonna be doing what it's doing, and it's gonna sit there and zoom in and out and do all the stupid crap that it does. But I wasn't sure how many of you guys would actually come by and come hang out. So glad to see somebody showed up, and I wasn't sitting here staring at the camera by myself. Can't wait to do my X-Pipe. Had it since December. Yeah, dude. I bought my original in December and then ended up returning it. Then I bought another one. Oh no, the dude at the exhaust shop was hella funny. He's just like, so you, I mean, after he finished the whole thing, so you know they're finding people for this now, right? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, how do you feel about it? Years, he was like, this is ridiculous. He's like, Hitler's California. He's like, they're taking all our goddamn freedoms and rights. So I was just like, all right, dude. I was like, I totally agree with you, but I was like, I gotta go save myself from all that. He's right though, man. Like, it's just, we have a full-time legislature over here. Like, that's all they do is just sit there, all day long and make laws, and the laws are ridiculous. Just absolutely stupid and ridiculous. But they said it before. You have active exhaust. Keep it on quiet. Yeah, what I'm actually doing now is, because in sport with the X-Pipe on, it's pretty loud, especially if, like, the car is fine unless you start driving it more aggressively. Like, if you drive it like a normal car, it's totally legit. But when you start increasing the RPMs quicker, and it gives the exhaust a chance to kind of vibrate and get the rasp, it gets out of hand. So what I do now is I keep it on quiet mode. It's just always in quiet mode until I flick the switch, which is immediately after I leave my garage. I flick the switch, toggle into sport mode, and then the exhaust kicks on. So basically my theory behind that is, so when I get pulled over or something and the cop's like, dude, exhaust is too loud, I can just break down. Okay, dude, sorry, I was a little overzealous. I had my car in track mode or something. Just give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, yeah, I had it, but that's only because I had it in track mode, And then if I start it again, it'll just always be in quiet. And then because it's so quiet in quiet mode, I mean, until you like really bring up the RPMs, it's nice, dude. It's fine. So I was like, maybe I'll just kind of rock it like that for a little bit. That way I can just be like, hey. I was like, here, let me start it up for you, man. It's fine. I don't have active exhaust, so I hope it's not obnoxious. No, dude, in normal mode, mine actually, I've considered putting mine in normal mode all the time now. Well, I take that back, because I don't know what normal exhaust versus active exhaust with normal mode sounds like. But as far as I can tell, everybody that has had normal exhaust and non-active exhaust has said that the X-Pipe made their exhaust sound amazing. And I believe it, because I've gotten so much sound, just the sheer amount of volume that you get from the exhaust, just removing that resonator was out of hand. Like, definitely worth it, if you ask me. Awesome. What up, bro? I'm drinking a Corona. Sweet. Black Knight. I gotta keep up with you, man. You're one of those other guys that I just don't get notifications all the time, and I gotta like physically go in and like check your guys' channels, man. The Black Knight's beast, though. I used to be a Corona guy. Then I started buying beer in bulk. I was like, Coors Light, man. You get, 30 of them? 36? 30? 36. Costco for like $20 or something. I was like, dude, can't beat that. Can't beat that. Not when I come home every day and drink a couple of beers, How's that Borla sound, dude? Bet that sounds sick. Dude, I actually went as far as naming my car. Oh, God, I hate this chat. There's got to be a way to keep the chat up and not just disappearing every 2 seconds from my freaking video. Oh, this is the first stream, dude. I will lock stuff down better for the next one. I hope to be doing these, from time to time. I mean, they're not going to happen all the time, but I'm not going to overwhelm you guys with streams, but I'm a social person. I like bullshitting with people, and I'm also on radio or doing whatever I do. So I figured, start doing it more, dude. I like hanging out and just BSing. As long as you don't have full screen. Yeah, I have a tablet, dude. I should probably just hook it up, but I'd rather just have it right here. Not like looking down at something else. I mean, I guess I could do it on my computer too, but the garage is. I guess I'd have. Why? Normally I can touch the screen like that, and it would just focus and lock it right there. But YouTube, like when YouTube's controlling it, it doesn't seem to want to lock the focus in. That's what I've been doing in my car lately, and it's been working a lot better. Except for the fact that now I need I need some sort of a new stand, or not stand, but mount for the phone, because it bounces, dude. The roads around here are so bad. It just so I'm actually worried about when I get the lowering springs on. Like, I'm not worried, but there's roads that I'm just not going to be able to go down anymore. It's rough enough with the Magna Ride, let alone putting some springs on, dude. It's just going to be all over the place. All right, Kitey Car Guy. I can't wait to see you back in that car, and then keep us updated on that house, man. It's coming along nice. Ohio roads suck too. Yeah, dude. Around here, like, they never really pave, and then even when they do pave, they use like the cheapest asphalt that lasts like maybe 2 years, then it starts breaking up. And you're like, really? Freaking road tax. Like, the taxes are out of freaking control, and the roads never get fixed. They go into feel-good projects for injection sites for the homeless, and more social welfare for people who are just too goddamn lazy to work, and bike paths for people to ride their bikes around the parks and things. You're like, excuse, that water is supposed to be to build the new reservoirs for California, and you built a bike path with it instead. Pave and tear them up a month later. Yeah, I've seen them do that before too. Or like the first rain will come, and then it's like Swiss cheese, dude. There's like 30 potholes in a matter of 100 feet. You're like, what happened? Like, how do we have a sinkhole that's about to just totally open the road up because there's freaking holes all over the place? It sucks. It's crazy that they have injection sites, God forbid. Yeah, dude, they seriously pay. They have injection sites for people to go and shoot up drugs. They feel like it's safer, and all it's done has increased the drug usage activity in the state, like, enormously. Yeah, that's what you get. I'm not going to get too political, but there's just bonehead policies that just don't work, and they just keep doing it. That one person when no one wants. What's up, man? This is on my washing machine. I feel like it would be pretty if I wore it. Pretty? See her now. Might be too much. I used to do that when I'd stream, when I'd be gaming. Like, I'd randomly just pop in with like Hello Kitty headphones, and I'd see how long it would take before people would notice. So like, I went hours before someone says, "Wait, are you wearing Hello Kitty headphones?" Yeah. Like, dude, all the cool kids wear Hello Kitty headphones. Are you kidding me right now? Shit was funny. He used to always make me laugh. I put like random Easter eggs in the background that people would find. Can't wait to see the look. Let's say. look on your face when you see when you put the steel springs on. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna do that soon. Can't wait. I think the drop's gonna be perfect. I was thinking about wheel spacers, like how you guys feel about wheel spacers, but I like the look. I just found out that with MagneRide, it's a lot more of a hassle to get wheel spacers on. I gotta like cut the factory studs and or go a different route and get like extensions or like rebolt it. It just turned into one of those like, oh, this is gonna be a bigger pain in the ass than I thought. I'm new to the channel, but what are your plans for the Mustang mods? I'm gonna lower it. I'm gonna hopefully get the GT 350 track pack spoiler on. Tint soon. We'll probably end up putting the RTR hood extractor, heat extractor vents on there because I just like the way it looks. And then the Ford, either Roush power pack or the Ford Performance power pack. And then that'll be it. Oh God, I fucking hate this camera. That'll be it until I pay off the car. Once I pay off the car, then I don't know. I just want to keep my warranty intact until I at least pay the car off. And then after that, we'll see. You know, I should have the car paid off in like 2 years, I would think. Shouldn't be any longer than like 2 years. Right now, it's just gonna be like, I mean, I got the X pipe. That was the first thing. The lowering strings are the next, because I want that extra. I want the look first of all, but then I want wheel spacers at 0 performance. No, I know. I just like the way it looks. It just looks nice being flush like that. I think it's gonna look fine. I mean, I've lowered tons of my Hondas, and you get like that kind of like where it's sucked in look, where it's just, you know, it's inside the wheel well, which I like. I have no problem with it. But then I started seeing dudes with like, you know, their wheels are flush with the fenders, and it just looks aggressive, looks meaty, you know, it looks badass. But then I found out that with the MagneRide, it's got longer studs than a normal GT. It's got the GT 350 studs or whatever. So I either have to re-bolt them with longer studs, or I have to go a different way and get the hub centric, like, what is it, like it's not the ones that bolt to the hub. It's like one that just slides on and then you bolt the wheel on instead. I forget what they're called, but it was way more money. Or I cut the studs, and that will work too. But I have to cut them a little bit because the wheel won't fit right. So I have to research it more. But I was like, I guess I could do that at a later date anyway. It's not gonna matter. I wanted to try to do it all at once when I had the wheels put on, or the things put on, the lowering springs. That's only 3/4 of an inch. God damn it! I have MagneRide Ford Performance springs. Yeah, 3/4 ain't bad though. Mine are an inch all the way around, so it should be a nice drop. It's not going to be dramatic, and some of you guys are commenting on the last video like, oh dude, make sure you don't need camber plates. But I checked with Steeda, said I shouldn't. I actually contacted Justin at American Muscle. He said no, it's probably fine. I asked my tire cover, the shop that I'm gonna have do it. They said no, for an inch it should be good. And then a couple of guys I talked to on Instagram, and one of my buddies who's a auto engineer, he was like, nah, for an inch they should be able to align it to spec, dude, with just what I got going. Like, I don't need any additional help. So that was cool. I mean, that saved me, you know, 100 something bucks. I can't wait though, dude. That's gonna be nice. It's like the additional performance. I mean, this car already handles so good, and you guys have seen a couple of those. It's gonna be amazing. Like, dude, I'll hit some high numbers through there, dude, and just destroy people. And with just a little extra on the suspension to keep the body roll at bay. Because generally the turns are negative, they're super elevated in the negative direction, so you're not riding with it, you're usually riding like against it. So to have it firmly planted would be nice. Yeah, what was it, an inch or less, needs no adjustment there. Yeah, that's what I was told. And I was told an inch would be fine. What's my Instagram? It's silverstang707. Or as I have it, any of you guys play Apex Legends, dude? I have my name in Apex Legends is also still silverstang707, which always makes me laugh. Silver's Tang. Instagram's doing pretty good, dude. I get overwhelmed on Instagram with dudes asking me about the tick, though. I'm not gonna lie. It's all day long, dude. My freaking 19's ticking, my 18's ticking, my 17's ticking. You guys notice how many more 17s are starting to tick now? Like, I don't know if it's like getting mileage or something, but dude, I'm getting hit up all day long about 17s and 19s now that are ticking like crazy, and I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. I was like, it's just happening. I was like, I'm not the guy, I'm not the ambassador. It sucks, but it is what it is. My watch ticks, yeah. My watch ticks too. Happens. All right, well, I think I'm going to go and grab another beer. I'm going to go sit down with the boy and maybe we'll play some Fortnite or do something. I'm going to go spend some time with the children's. Looks like people are starting to flush out here. We've been on for 50 minutes, so it's a good tester. If you guys like, if you guys had fun or you guys want to, hang out and bullshit more, like this up, comment. I'll come back and we'll do another one another time, and maybe we'll figure out a better time frame or whatever. This is the first stream. We'll try it again later, and we'll go from there. So, thanks, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Hit the notification bell and follow me on Instagram at silverstang707. We'll see you guys.